What's going on, everybody? Ghost Flipping here. Today I wanted to talk about why the Frank P is my personal favorite plastic Balisong that I've ever flipped. That's right, and that is a title to hold because I've flipped a fair share of plastic Balisongs over my time in this hobby. You know, I flipped the OG Squiddy, I flipped the Squiddy B, the Palette, the Edit Light, you know. Obviously, I haven't flipped every single one to exist, but I feel like I've had a decent, what's the word I'm thinking of, exposure to plastic, okay? And I've also flipped the Cycloid HD. Also forgot about that. I flipped a lot of plastic Balisongs, okay? But this one, by far, stands out of every single plastic Balisong that I've flipped, and I want to explain why. By the way, this video is recorded in like a wide angle with 60 FPS. Shout out to Brandon from Balisong Flipping for the idea. I just checked out his most recent video, and he mentioned how wider angle, I guess, videos look nicer, look better, and I agree. I was looking back at my channel, and a lot of my videos are too up close like this, and you can't even see what I'm doing, you know what I mean? So I feel like it looks nice to have some field of view going on, but yeah, anyways, the Frank P, let me talk about it, okay? So I have flipped this guy for quite a while. I actually got it before it was even released. So, you know, I've spent a long time with the Frank P, right? And I've noticed that the funny thing that I noticed is the more I flip it, the more I end up enjoying it. It's weird how it works. The more I flip it, the more I like it. And it's kind of funny because typically, like, at least with me, I tend to get bored of Balisongs pretty quickly. Obviously, there's a select few in my collection that I absolutely love. But for the most part, you know, I can easily get bored and sick and tired of flipping the same thing over and over. So I instantly want to go to something else in my collection, right, to kind of fill that void of boredom that I get, right? But not with the Frank P. It's something that, like, the more I flip it, the more I like it. It's weird. Like, I catch myself picking it up and flipping it all the time, which is not common with plastic Balisongs in my collection, I might add. I pretty much flip aluminum and titanium, you know, metal Balisongs for the most part. But I catch myself picking up the Frank P way more often than I expected. And I found it to be kind of interesting because, I think it's because of the way it carries momentum for a plastic Balisong. You can see it's got weight in the tip of the blade right there. And it flips great. It does fans incredibly well. It's kind of funny. It's like a mind game, right? Like you see it's a plastic Balisong, and, you know, you're like, oh, it's a plastic Balisong, let's give it a try. It's going to be nice and light. And it is light, but it flips like a metal Balisong would while being light, which feels so weird that you can see how flawlessly it does any kind of fan, right? Everything, you know, palm fan, rev palm fan, it does it all. I don't know. It's pretty interesting to see how well this thing performs alongside my next point, the price of this guy, $35. I don't think any other Balisong, plastic Balisong I might add, in that price range can even compete, right? It's pretty much half the price of a Squiddy, which I will never be flipping a Squiddy. I love Squid Industries. I love their Balisongs. I own quite a few myself, but, you know, I can't picture myself recommending a Squiddy or even a Squiddy B in that matter, because a Squiddy B, you know, is more like $60, $70, you know, depending on what you get it with. But yeah, it's just crazy to me how, you know, LDY is able to do this, make such a great performing plastic Balisong for such a great price. And honestly, you know, I'm keeping in mind that they are Chinese based, right? They're based in China, so the prices are going to be cheaper. But it's just insane to me how well it performs and how much of an outlier it is compared to everything else. It really is an outlier. It really sticks out in a good way compared to every other Balisong I've flipped. And it honestly reminds me a lot of the Fleur from Bally Fleur. Shout out Bally Fleur on Instagram. I own a Fleur. I wish I brought it out with me, but that is another plastic Balisong. It's actually 3D printed, but it reminds me of the Fleur in the way that it fans incredibly flat, as you can see. For a plastic Balisong, that's rare. I've said that before, but needless to say, I am in love with the performance of this thing and the sound. Sounds like a frog, kinda. Yeah, just come on. It speaks for itself, all right? But yeah, I just figured I'd come out here, literally just came back from work, and shed some light on the Frank P. I know I've made a video on it previously, but this thing deserves more recognition. This thing is outstanding. as I hit the bush. But yeah, it's outstanding. It's super fun. It looked really cute. I like the little face on it. You can kind of see I got a little bit of black right here. Haven't oiled this thing in a while, and it's kind of dirty, but one complaint I have right before I end the video is, and it's not that bad, it's not that big of a deal, I figured I'd mention it. The more I drop it, obviously I drop it quite a bit, I've noticed that these little, I don't even know what to call it, liners? Inserts, whatever. These things right here will kind of come out. You can kind of see how this one kind of comes out, but not a big deal. If they come out, you just push them back in. Not a big issue. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I really wanted to say. Just figured I'd pop in here and say that the Frank P is my personal favorite plastic balisong that I've ever flipped. So yeah, I feel like that's definitely a cool title to hold, especially for the Frank P being plastic. It's just so good. I love it. I prefer it over any other plastic balisong, and the fact that it's one of the cheapest is even cooler. So, yeah, that's it for me today, guys. Let me know if you guys have any questions, comments, anything like that. I'd be glad to answer. We hit 4,000 subscribers on the channel. That's right. You guys are probably wondering, wait a minute, didn't you just have 2,000 subscribers? How did you just double your subscriber count in like a day? And that, my friends, is live streaming. I've been live streaming recently, and, you know, I think my most recent live stream got like way over 100,000 views. It's crazy. And it's cool to be able to interact with not only my community, the people that I've met and all that, but a bunch of newbies, because, you know, YouTube is recommending my streams to a bunch of people, you know, who are into the hobby. And I think it's cool because I'm able to bring people into the hobby. You know what I mean? I already had a lot of people in my chat be like, oh, I'm going to get one of those. You know what I mean? So that's, at the end of the day, that's my goal. That's honestly why I make content in the first place, is I felt like, not that we lack content, because, you know, we got a lot of great creators out there, but just, you know, I wanted to kind of shed some light on my personal joy and why I like flipping. So that's why I make videos, so you guys have something to watch. I don't know. But yeah, hope you guys have a great day. Hope you guys take care of yourselves, stay safe, stay busy, all that good stuff, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Peace out.